All right, so here today we got some very exciting news. I think a lot of you will be very, very, very excited on this one because Crossplay is looking much better than anyone expected. This is an actually great response and an actually great implementation of the feature where we might actually be winning the season. Today, I'm going to jump into it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, it helps out a ton. An official statement from the devs here where we can partially say we kind of won. A lot of these features are great for the game. New to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Here we go. First things first, this is the tweet that started it all. My Hero Ultra Rumble, the long-awaited crossplay, will be implemented starting with Season 10. Everyone, get ready to crossplay. Over here, My Hero Ultra Rumble Season 10, get ready to crossplay, team up, and rumble with everyone. PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. It is open to everyone to play. Keep that in mind. Again, you can play. So now I'm a console player, PS player, right? I can now play with anybody here on Xbox. I can now officially play with anybody here on Switch. I can now play with anybody on PC. We can now have fun together, have a blast of a matchmaking session or whatever you want to say, and then enjoy. Right? Pretty much, this should fix queue times. This should fix bot lobbies. This should fix a lot. Right? That's a very good thing. We're with crossplay, a lot of people will now come to the game where, hey, my friend is on Xbox, we can't play together, I'm on PC, what do I do now? Now, this solves that, so we should definitely see a rise in players this season, which will be super, super good for the game, so that is the first thing. But they released a statement afterwards. They said this: for more details, please check it out here for crossplay. First up, we'll read through this image, then we'll hop to the official site and do it that way. So first, notice, setting player name. With the implementation of crossplay, you will now be required to register a player name to help distinguish yourself from other users. Please register a name when the pop-up asks you to do so and then appears at the start of the game after crossplay is implemented. You will not be able to use a player name that has already been registered by another player. Player names can be changed via profile edit. Please note that players must wait 7 days before they can change it again. Players who do not log into the game for 180 days or more will have their player name discarded and replaced with a string of random letters. Pretty simple. They're adding a player name functionality, which needs to be there because they're adding crossplay. With crossplay, people with different names can obviously have the same name between PS and Xbox and such. So to, combat that, they're adding the setting name or player name function. So if you have a name that you like, make sure you guys grab it first. When the game goes live, be there. I know everyone's going to snatch the name GoGo or Sensei GoGo, so have fun with my name. I don't play with the name Sensei GoGo ever, so if you ever see a GoGo or Sensei GoGo, they're not me, all right? You can target them. I give you full permission to. I'm just kidding around. Chill. All right, chill. Moving forward. Turning crossplay on and off. Players will now be able to set crossplay on or off after launching the game once it has been implemented. Settings can be changed via the title, by menu, and settings. Yes, they're adding a turn on crossplay or off crossplay feature. For those complaining, oh, hackers. Guess what? Turn crossplay off, you can't complain. For those saying, oh, aim assist on console. Oh, turn off console, turn off, crossplay, you can't complain. Nobody can physically make a complaint anymore, because they've added the feature to turn it off. If you're gonna, complain about queue times, that's your fault for having it off. If you're gonna complain about aimbot, that's your fault for having it on. If you're gonna complain about aim assist, that's your fault for having it on. These, again, are situations that will happen if crossplay was not with an on-off feature. Remember, a lot of players play Rivals with the off feature. Because they want to play with PC players. A lot of players do it with the on feature. They don't want to play with PC or Xbox players or any players, again, between consoles, right? People have a preference. So they've given you a function to have that preference, which is super, super good. Now over here, this is the full entire, sheet of everything coming out. Communication. Players will still be able to use text chat and voice chat when crossplay is on. But you will only be able to join an agency made by players on the same platform as you. So, obviously, right, it's wherever the agency was founded, that's where it is. So that's not changed, but I guess it's fine. You don't need to really have an agency with anybody. I think it's good. But yeah, you will be able to use text chat and voice chat even when crossplay is on. When crossplay is on, my banner will be visible to players that have also crossplay enabled. Custom matches. When crossplay is off, you will not be able to join rooms created by players on a different platform. Furthermore, please be aware that the observer function is currently only available on the Steam version. So if it's off, you can't do that. But remember, theoretically, because crossplay is now on, can the devs host a tournament for everyone? because remember, you can only view on Steam, but console players can still join the match, they can still stream it, so I wonder how that's going to work here. But yes, you still have not added, or they have not added the function for console players to have a viewing or a spectating feature, so pretty cool though. They have added custom matches with crossplay and everything. Ranking. Rankings are calculated within players using the same platform. The rankings for other platforms cannot be displayed. Additionally, users can receive ranking rewards only for corresponding ranking of the platform they are using. I'll update this one. I know a lot of people are mad about the ranking system, but this is great. When an agency event comes through and you have every console merging with the ranking system, you won't get any rewards. If the MVP and every other system merged, you're not getting any rewards, because guess what? Most of you aren't going to be able to rank. Like, let's say you're top 300 right now. Now remember, you're competing with top 300 from Switch, top 300 from Xbox, top 300 from PC. You're not doing good. You're top 1 right now. You're competing with all the top 1 people everywhere, and everyone below that. That's going to be an entirely new grind that you have to do. So rankings being separate is still good for me. If you want rewards, it's good. Next up, this feature, block list. With the implementation of Crossplay, we have added a block list function. If a player is already on your platform's block list, that player will automatically be added to your block list in-game when you launch the game. Please, again, notice that it takes some time to register players if the block list is long. Please note that if you remove a player that is still on the platform's block list from the in-game's block list, they will be re-added to your in-game block list again the next time you start up the game. You can add players to the in-game block list by going to their profile. Additionally, players can be blocked or can be added to the block list when reporting them. A maximum of 2,000 players can be registered on the block list. Pretty much, I think this is exactly what we just recently had with multiple games. If they added a feature where you do, you do the entire process of blocking. You block somebody, you no longer queue with that player. So if a person is cheating and they get blocked by 10 players, now they're most likely matchmate banned, where, now they're going to look into why is everyone blocking this player. Take it a step further, you can't queue in with that player. So if the player keeps getting blocked and everything, they'll go into the endless hell of not being able to queue, and you should not be able to queue with that player. That's usually how that feature is implemented in every other game. It seems like it's a very similar feature here. What does block do? Like, oh, I blocked him, but he still showed up in my match here. How does that help you? So most likely the blocking feature is meant to kick them out of the lobby in the context of, if I'm queuing and that person queued into a match, it'll force you to not queue into the match. Yes, it might make your loading times much longer if you're blocking an insane amount of people, but if that person genuinely annoyed you, that person genuinely cheated, that person was genuinely mean, or whatever the reasoning is for you to block, then that person cannot queue with you, right? It's an actually smart feature. So smart feature, in my opinion, still smart, right? You want ranking separated. Custom matchmaking, still great. Communication, yeah, the agency thing might piss people off, but still, you can turn it on and off if you don't want to, sweat, you don't want to go against console, you don't want to go against PC, you don't want to go against whatever, that's there. But setting name, pretty good also for a lot of people that want to be able to have a different display name versus their original name. And then again, you could change it. Looks like, I don't know how this is going to pay for, whatever, but you can change it. And then again, check out info over here. Pretty simple, but they cooked. They, in my opinion, they definitely cooked here. So do what you will with this information. That is the Crossplay official breakdown and everything they plan to it. So let me know what you think. Pretty much. Take care, have fun. That's been it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, Crossplay coming to the game. Season 10, a day away. Or tonight. Yeah.